Step into the spotlight.
Hey guys, Underground Geek here. So, fewer things make me more upset than when you take a perfectly good story and you flip it on its head and ruin it and turn it into a burning pile of garbage. You know, you could kind of see why I'd get upset at that. So, when you do things like take Iron Fist, which is a very masculine, powerful, strong-willed person, and you turn him into that lame dad on every sitcom that you ever seen in your life, it kind of upsets me a little bit, you know? And when you turn a little kid, which is nothing but a narcissist, into a hero, that also upsets me. It would be like if you took Damian Wayne and you took every kind of redeeming quality away from him and then put him as the head of the story, and then everybody just hated his guts every issue because he was stupid and thought he was smart. That's what this is. So this is the Immortal Iron Fist with an S, Fist number 6. And thank God it's the last one. It's 6 of 6, I believe. So anyway, look at the cover here. So the cover is okay because look how cool that dragon is. Now when you go towards the bottom of the page, it looks terrible because you've drawn the little girl to look like some kind of imp squatted down there. And they keep doing that. They keep drawing her in those poses like that with the Iron Fist, and they're taking cues from the TV show. You know how you can see his skeleton when he does the Iron Fist thing? I don't like that. Just do the fire, okay? When you do the skeleton, it takes it away because then it almost weakens it to me. Because then if you can see somebody's skeleton, it shows imperfection. I mean, I don't know. There's something about that psychologically that just messes with me. I don't like it. And it's drawn very badly. I mean, you can tell that they're better than they're putting on here because they're drawing, but then they throw these big old broad lines into the drawing work, and they just skip over certain things and draw it real fast. But anyway, so the storyline about this is, if you hadn't watched my other videos, Danny Rand is a man of two worlds. Kunlun, the mystical land whose power took him in as an orphan and trained him to be their champion, the Iron Fist, and New York City, where he presides over his deceased father's billion-dollar company and fights for the innocent and the helpless. Sounds pretty good, don't it? Recently, those two worlds clashed, nearly destroying Kunlun. In the fight to save both his homes, Danny was joined by Pei, a tween Kunlun monk who became the youngest to ever bear the mark of the Iron Fist. That quickly took a dive right there. You lost me at tween. Now Danny has taken the position of the Thunderer, because they had to take a back seat to the new diversity hire, training Pei from his Manhattan high-rise to become an Iron Fist in her own right. Okay. Oh my gosh. So technically it's the Immortal Iron Fist, because Danny Rand is not the Immortal Iron Fist anymore. He's the Thunderer. So it's the Fist. But so the writer is Kara Andrews. The cover artist is Kara Andrews. So you can see why neither one of these things is good. The artist is Afu Chan. The colorist is Shelly Chan. Chin. Does it be Chan? It's an E. And the letterer is Travis Lanham. And the assistant editor is Kathleen Wisniewski. Wisniewski? I'm never going to get that right. But anyway, so right off the bat here, I turn to this page and instantly I start flashing back to the other reviews I've done of this comic, where the art is so terrible that this is a children's book, basically. They're trying to be a children's book, but you're taking a character that is not meant to be a children's book character and making it that way. Why can't you just make your own story? Why do you have to take the Iron Fist and do this garbage with it? Look at this drawing. These drawings are terrible, okay? This looks like a cheap Disney TV show. And so, anyway, he's sitting there talking to the dragon, and all the dragon can say back is Gork. And he says, Gork, sometimes we have to look around and reflect on where we are, where we want to be. And so we make choices. We try new things and challenge the status quo, and we accept the consequences. Okay. Sure, pepperoni, peanut butter, and jelly pizza may have been a mistake, but it's a mistake we can own. Gork, gork. Oh, God. He says, what is it, boy? Gork. Yak hair. This is going in the trash. Ugh. That's obviously the little girl's hat that she got. Why are you trying to throw away her possessions? And then the dragon takes it back and goes back and he says, fine, have it your way. Don't know what you want with that thing anyway. And then we show Paige. She's in another dimension, like doing some kind of fighting tournament. And it says, a dimension away. So she jumps up, knocks the thing back, easily defeats it with one punch. That's what I hate about these comic books. It's always one punch. They can't draw fight scenes. They can't. They do one punch, and the enemy's defeated every time. They can't do fight sequences at all. You look at the regular Iron Fist comic right now, he would kill everybody in this comic because he is a hero, and he's super strong and powerful. This right here is some bullcrap stuff. But anyway, so she takes down another challenger easily. He said, I've always been good at hitting back. Keep your fists up, protect your soft parts. The soft parts are the parts that kill you. Okay. And so she's back in the little cell with the little boy, and he says, we've got to get out of here. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to last. She said, honestly, I'm starting to feel like this is where I belong. So it's another one of those deals where the little boy is a wimp and the little girl is super masculine and strong. Okay. So he's sitting looking through the window, depressed. And I don't understand what's going on. Can they not remember who the girl is? Was there some kind of spell where they couldn't remember or not? Because this gets very confusing. He says, Easy Ray, this is a surprise. What are you doing in the neighborhood? Basically talking, blah, blah, blah. And then she gives this cringy reasoning. She says, institutionalized education is for cowards. We're living life. And then the other one says, just kind of felt drawn here, I guess. That makes sense. You get it? Drawn? Get it? Get it? It's funny. It's a joke. Get it? I'm sure Chip designed that joke. So basically then somebody else shows up. He's with the DHR, I guess. And that's what we call it here in Bama. DHR, come to your house, going to take your kids. And so the little dragon starts having a fit, going nuts. He's pulling on everything, going crazy. And all of a sudden something happens, and it transforms. And then I don't really know what's going on. So then we cut to the next scene, and this is a little touching moment here, but it doesn't make any sense, okay? This wouldn't happen because they're tweens. They're like 11 or 12 years old. They wouldn't be talking like this. Now, if she was 16 or 17, this would make a lot more sense, but of course she has to be a little kid because we have to try to push this for somebody that's not reading it. Check the sales. Nobody's reading it. And he says, I don't get it. Don't you want to go back? Go back where? I'm not like anyone else in our world. I don't act like anybody else. I don't talk like the people we grew up with. Maybe that's why I like you so much. And on my world, I have the Iron Fist mark I never earned. I have these abilities without the lessons, and it's all complicated. See, I like that. She's got faults. She was given something she didn't deserve. And she says, here I can just hit back. She said, wait. Did you just say you liked me? Yeah. And then she blushes and she says, you're just saying that because I'm keeping you alive. Maybe I really like you. And she says, when you say like, is it like or like a glass of cold water? He says, that depends. Depends on what? On how thirsty you are. Oh my God, dude. This is uncomfortable. These are little kids, okay? So then the dragon interrupts their whatever moment that was, starts attacking her, and I guess this is the little Gork dragon. I'm not sure. I don't know. And then she says, your kind has hunted my babies for long enough. I am the first of all Shao Lao. I am Mother Dragon, and I have come for revenge. And then he says, what I wouldn't give for a fire hose. Oh, God. Is that a joke? So then we cut back. They're trying to find a book that's going to help them find Pei. And there's Gort. So I guess Gort didn't turn into a dragon. I don't know, what was that moment? Was he trying to signal them? I don't know. So then the girls can't even remember the other girl's name. They can't even remember her name is Pei. So I don't really understand what was going on there. I thought they were pretty good friends with her. And so he starts using his magic, and then it cuts to the next scene, and the dragon's attacking everybody. They're trying to stay safe. They're perfectly fine behind that wall, and then the kid jumps out of nowhere and says, "Leave her alone." And she says, "Jace, no!" And they're like, "You're dead." So then the fire burns him alive, and she's not burned because she's perfect in every way. And he says, "Hurts, go save yourself." Ah. And she says, "Jace." And then she says, "I'm so sorry." And then the other girl says, "Stay behind me, Pei, I'll protect you." And the dragon's like, "You're both going to die." So then this is another part that doesn't make sense. She runs and jumps off the girl's head, lands, steals her sword, takes her uniform off, and now she's got her costume underneath. And she says, "Stay back, Brenda. This is my destiny, my fight. What are you doing without your iron fist? Thunderer tried to teach me to rely on the iron fist. Now I know why. Weapons can be broken." And then just breaks the lady's shield, the sword, for no reason. She just snaps her sword in half. "Thanks. I kind of like that sword." And she says, I cannot be broken. Now let's do some kung fu." Oh, God. So then she starts fighting the dragon. She jumps off of the dragon several times, tries to punch the dragon slaps her down. Okay, so now Iron Fist is trying to help find out where she's at. He's continuing on with the ceremony. We cut back to her fighting the dragon, and guess what's going to happen? Go ahead and guess. Do you think she's going to hit the dragon one time and kill it, or do you think she's going to have an epic fight and maybe fail? No. She's going to hit the dragon one time and kill it. And then they said, "You did it." And he said, "I'm sorry. I know, he's dead. In my world, I was always good at hitting back, but there's more to life than combat." So then she kisses him, and then the dragon wings come out like some kind of cheesy 90s movie where they turn into some kind of beautiful creature, and said, "There are things that are bigger than any one world can contain. What's that light? Hey?" And then he brings her back. She's over there across the roof now, kissing the boy. And he says, "Pei, you're back. I told him you'd be back. It's so romantic. Pei, you're kissing boys?" And so then she says, "Thunder, you brought me back. Something's different about you. Mother of Shaolao dragons, I kind of plunged my fist in her heart and tore it from her chest. Then I put it back. No biggie." Oh my God. And then he says, "Sorry, you did what?" "I already had my mark. I just needed to earn it, right? I didn't need to kill anything. This one has passed her trials and spared my life. She has earned her mark and my respect. And now I must return to my realm, for I have more dragons to birth." Oh gosh. And so then Brenda just jumps on its back and says, "Later, guys." And then she flies off. And then he tells her once again, they have to constantly compliment the SJW hero. Had to constantly tell her she's good. "You did it." "I did." And then it says, "I hope I didn't miss much school. The publicly funded system of control will be happy to absorb you back into the hive, I'm sure. Pei, you're back." Oh gosh, my gosh. So he says, "What do you say? Now that you've earned a fish, you going to stick around for a while? As soon as the portal opens, I'll return to Kunlun." Thank God. So then she says, "And today's lesson begins now. Like unto things of iron." Oh gosh. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Immortal Iron Fist 6 of 6. Did you guys cringe as much as I did? Once again, we have a hero with no personality, constantly having everything handed to her, defeats enemies with one hit, faces no real challenges. Her friend dies, and she doesn't really care much about it. Which, I mean, she was sad. She was sad about her friend. I guess I I'm playing too much into that, but the art's terrible. You're taking a hero that is one of the best characters in Marvel, and you're turning him into the sad sitcom dad. You know, the sad sitcom dad that doesn't know anything. You ever watch that show, the new Tim Allen show that got canceled, the goofy boyfriend that was on there, the long-haired boyfriend? That's who that reminds me of, that goofy guy. And then you have that touching moment with a little boy, and you forget that they're 11 years old, and that's creepy. What are you doing, Karen Andrews? Why are you doing this to little kids? Why are you fantasizing about little kids making out? They're little kids. Anyway, I'm glad it's over. I can't take it anymore. I'm done with this trash. And then when I looked at the little boy's face, he kind of reminded me of the kid on that show, The Strain. You know, Zach, the kid that finally died. He was the only kid I've seen in a TV show that I was glad got murdered. But anyway, that's all I got to say about this. Iron Fist, the trash is over. Iron Fist out, pretty much. Underground Geek here. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, and the notifications button so you don't miss any of my videos. And have a great day. Talk to you guys later. More videos to come. Underground Geek out.
I wish I knew you when I was young.